Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Soulstone Let's Play, and this is part 13 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. Real quick, before we go talk with them, are they over here? Yeah, they are. Before I go talk to them, kind of want to look around if there's any hidden items as I usually do. I guess the Breloom's there. I'm not really gonna mess with him. I know I said it in a few episodes here and there. Whenever I do encounter one, I don't know. Like it just doesn't seem that important, and I just don't really care to really search for them, to be honest. And plus, like if I really wanted to, I'd probably look up something, and I'm sure I missed quite a few of them anyway. So it's kind of like I don't really feel like backtracking, even though I probably will at some given point when I stop being lazy. Um, where are you at? With the quest log, as you can see, I've still got 7 I need to finish and haven't done yet. These I'll probably do on my own time at some given point if I even remember to do so, but I don't know. I just feel like with the Breloom, I've just missed too many of them to even kind of care to go back for them. Plus, I don't know if the reward is really worth it anyway, so yeah. Anyways, I'm anxious. I'm hoping Israel can help us figure out what to do next. Ray, you've jumped too suddenly, putting all of your trust in Israel. I feel like I'm saying like Israel, like the place, but I don't know how else to really pronounce it. I guess Israel, but I'm just gonna say Israel. Without question, isn't that a bit premature? Sorry, maybe, but you haven't seen the flashbacks I endured alone. The agency, they made Kara and I do some horrible things. See, this is something that like makes me think that she's not really under their control, because she's like, I trust you now and all that, and the flashbacks, sure, they may have an influence, but I think it's literally because I remember him. We worked together. I failed. They didn't really control me, and I just trust them because I'm not under control, you know? I think that's all that is. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows, but we'll see in the future, I'm sure. Alright, anyways, one of the flashbacks I had was after I had been sanitized, they made Kara and I lead an attack on one of the rebels' encampments. However you say that. They were innocent civilians, they were unarmed, and didn't suspect a thing. The agency's brainwashing made me kill some of the younglings along. This can't be a ploy, this can't be a coincidence. I know now, sorry, that the agency is every bit as evil as my flashbacks have shown me. I intentionally didn't remember that after being warped to this timeline, but after the flashback started, bits and pieces of my former life started coming back to me. The people I've killed, they were friends of mine, adopted family after I had lost some of my own. Please, Alon, talk to Israel when you're ready. I'm eager to know what to do and where to go from here. This ought to be good. Talk to Israel when you're ready, Alon. Aki, you were supposed to keep a low profile. You should have at least waited for me to confront the witch doctor with you. You could have been walking straight into a trap. Hindsight is 2020, my friend. The impulsiveness of some of you soul keepers is infuriating. Hakuna Matata, why worry? Worrying only makes you suffer twice. Come on, mate, I'm no pushover. I could hold my own against a trap. Anyway, I'm sure Israel has a grand story to tell us, though. Talk to him whenever you're ready, and I'm sure we'll learn more. Piss. I know somebody kind of warned me before that there is going to be a lot of reading, so this is going to be fun. Okay, let's get started. Alright, Israel, time for you to talk. Very well, what do you want to discuss? God, piss. That is a lot. I don't really mind reading though. I know there's a lot of text with Reborn Rejuve, but this is Honestly, I don't know if it's more than those two. I'm not sure. I haven't beat the game yet, but it don't matter. What are these protocols you were talking about earlier? The mind link sanitization and the warping protocol. One of my first creations was the sanitization protocol. Sorry, it was originally designed to cleanse our people of ailments. I think that's how you pronounce that. Using nanotechnologies, it was able to mend flesh wounds as well as cleanse internal ailments such as schizophrenia or memory loss. The Republican scientists latched onto the potential of the technology to wipe memories and perverted it to be used to cleanse a person and allow them to indoctrinate the blank slate with their own beliefs, reshape them into devoted soldiers, etc. The warping protocol was my next one. It allowed our people to transfer their consciousness into another body. It effectively allowed them to be immortal. Your body might have withered as you aged, or perhaps if you had a tragic accident, but you were able to transfer your consciousness into a new body. The sanitization protocol used with the warping protocol allowed our people to live long, healthy lives. What I did not intend was for this technology to be used to overwrite the consciousness of another against their will. The agency began to use this protocol to impugn whom they viewed as hardened criminals from our society. The process of overwriting is exceptionally painful to the consciousness that is being overwritten. A very cruel fate, and worst of all, the Republicans began to use that to eliminate their protocol oppositions. Soon they became unrivaled and were able to seize absolute control over our society and the government. Last, the most dangerous of them all was the Mind Link Protocol. Piss, that's a lot. Also, real quick, I know I'm like pronouncing stuff wrong. I know I've been on this rant a few times. I'm sorry. I suck at reading. I know I do. I'm gonna missay stuff. I'm sorry. Okay, fair warning from here on out with that. I realized the danger of this technology and I think that's how you pronounce that. To destroy it almost immediately. What was the Mind Link protocol designed to do? It was a sort of communal hive mind or hive mind, whatever that means. It would allow all citizens to connect into technology to tap into the skills and knowledge of the entire society. You could effectively become omniscient? The hell is omniscient? Was it similar to like omnipotent or something? I don't know. Omniscient. Having infinite awareness and understanding and insight. Oh, okay. You could effectively become. I already said that. It never ended up being fully functional, but when I envisioned the concept, the process was intended to be voluntarily. I'll leave it to your imagination as to what the Republicans wanted to do with that technology. Interesting, but my stance still doesn't seem from the last episode. Did I say that right? Let me just re-say it. My stance doesn't change from last episode. Sure, it's cool to build that technology, but it's like, for me, it's like, how does that not spell disaster for the government being all over it? Like, and like, you know, using the hell out of it and just using it for non-good stuff. Like, in his mind, sure, it may have been like for like people to like help out with certain stuff and all that, but it's kind of like there are a lot of bad things out there within this game that could easily just be like, yo, cool technology, it's mine now, and that's it. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't know. It's just kind of like, it sounds cool on paper, but would you really want that a reality? No. I certainly wouldn't want that, especially in today's society and all that, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways, in one of my flashbacks I saw this individual. I think we referred to him as the director. Who is this person? The head of the agency? When the Republicans seized control of the government, they appointed Alistair Von or Van Basten, I think that's how you pronounce his name, as the director of the agency, the man whom you would have seen from your flashback. He was responsible for turning the agency into a secret group of police and enforcers that used the technologies I had developed to realize the vision of the Republican government. He is your stereotypical mad scientist, a truly evil man that saw the potential of the technologies that I developed and sought to pervert them to the Republicans' vision. He was exceptionally cruel to the agency's prisoners. Nothing was too much for him. I myself was tortured by him for several weeks until I escaped. That is when I founded the Argent Revolution, a group of like-minded Epoch citizens that wanted to wrest I had that right. Control away from the Republicans and return it to the people. Okay, the Argent Revolution. What exactly is the Argent Revolution? We are a group of rebels after the Republicans seized control and started to transform Epoch society to their vision. There was an increasing amount of holdouts. The Republicans sent in their military filled with a horde of them sanitized soldiers and started to raise towns and cities. The Argent Revolution welcomed those refugees to try to form a resistance against the oppression of the Republic. You can identify any friends of the Argent Revolution if they responded with our oath, liberty, independence, strength, anonymity, when you ask them if they fight for the Argent Dawn. In fact, Kara and Ray were some of the early recruits to our cause, the ones that are still alive anyways. We have been going back and forth for years with guerrilla warfare. The war has drawn out as we recovered and lost certain strategic installations or towns and cities, Many lives have been lost along the way, but we have persisted. The Republic had almost won until I asked the three of you to make a desperate attack against the Republican capital and sabotage the technology that I had built. I set their progress back by several years and gave us a chance to recover. Many lives were lost in that setup and the distraction for you to attack their installations. My top three lieutenants, you, Ray, and Kara, were tasked with destroying the protocol but ended up being captured. When I thought the attack had failed and we had sacrificed so many lives for nothing, I fled. Coward, so you left us to become yet another drone of theirs. I mean, honestly, sure, I mean, you can call him a coward, but it's kind of I mean, I know, if I was in that situation, I just would not care. I would just, I'd probably just, die there and be like, yep, this is it. I just don't care enough, to fight anymore. But, if you have, the mindset like him, I think fleeing is honestly the right decision, in a sense, because it's if you get captured, you pretty much have a 0% chance of winning. But with you kind of the main guy still being alive, you can still try to come up with some stuff. Sure, it's a lot harder, but you're not 100% wiped out yet. You can still come back, maybe. Which I'm not sure how this game is going to end, but I think fleeing from his instance, I feel like I said that word wrong. For him to flee like that pretty much was the right call. He made the right decision. He should not have stayed. He would have got captured and it would have been 100% game over and nobody could stop the agency. We still don't know the strength, by the way, of the other, I guess, bad team in a sense. I forgot his name and his team. The Shadow Clones, whatever they're all called, which I'm sure they'll mention it soon. We don't know how much strength they truly have, but them against the agency, I don't think they have the strength to really, overtake or win, against them. They may put up a decent fight, but I don't think they have the technology, strength, and all of that until they awaken. What do they call it? The One or something like that? When all the stones get put together. Maybe if they have that, then sure, but at the moment they don't have that. Anyways, let's continue on. Alright, it was one of the most difficult decisions I had to make. I didn't make it lightly, Kara. The three of you knew the risk, and I did it anyways, all for the sake of our freedom. For the remainder of the rebels, the three of you were extolled as heroes. While your sacrifice had bought us valuable time, the morale of the rebellion was damaged significantly after losing some of our most important leaders. So what remains of the rebellion if you are here, and it had already lost the three of us. I feel like I read that wrong, sorry. Anyways, there's more to the rebellion than any one person, Kara. The rebellion is a mindset. So long as the people have their free will, there will be resistance. This is why it was so important to destroy the Mind Link protocol. Why this timeline? Why did you escape to this timeline? I knew we needed power. I had read of the fabled Soul Keepers, champions of the virtue that had partnered with mythical Pokemon to banish an ancient evil. I came here to find them and convince them to come back with me to the future, to take on the Republic and take back our home. Our people needed leadership, they needed inspiration. Having these paragons on our side would be a significant boon for our rebellion, and not to mention the power of the mythical Pokemon. So this is how the Soul Keepers fit in. You are trying to unify them and turn them into soldiers to overthrow the Republican government from the future. Yes, but there is one thing. I did not anticipate when I traveled to this timeline though, the Watchers and the Shadow Council. So, question. Well, I guess it doesn't make sense. I guess let's say it out loud anyways. But why not go back, unless he didn't know what time he was going back to? That could have been the case, but if you kind of knew about the history, why not go back to like the original Watchers? Because I'm sure they have much more strength and much more awareness of what's going on with their soul stones and their mythical Pokemon than like the new age of now. Because clearly, I guess I'll just call them the elders, did not do a very good job of warning, the next generation that's going to take on the stone, the responsibility and all that. Most of them pretty much failed at doing so. But it's kind of like, why not go back to them kind of like in their prime, maybe before they had to fight the one? Because isn't that kind of what happened? Maybe they wouldn't have done anything. Just kind of I don't know, it's kind of iffy on that. Like, it doesn't really matter because like I kind of get it, but it's kind of like, I feel like logically it'd be smarter to go back to like the original Watchers, but it's kind of easier said than done. I'm probably wrong on that. I think I am. But anyways, it was just my luck that I had warped myself into the body of a dying Watcher. For whatever reason, this particular Watcher was separated from Sears. Oh, that's interesting. So he took the mind of... Interesting, okay. I don't know, I do not know why, but all I know is that he was being hunted by Sears too. It seems like they seem pissed. It seems like they may have had a falling apart before my consciousness took over this host's body. Thus, not only have I been trying to concurrently track down the Soul Keepers, I've also been fleeing the wrath of Sears. It's a double-edged sword because of the Soul Stones emit these bloody infrared signatures which act as a beacon, attracting the attention of the Watchers from all around a 10-mile radius. I had the sleep with one eye open. Not only that, the agency has clued in on those signatures too. And then there is this creature, this fallen one. Okay, so they're gonna bring up this guy as well. That was locked away by the Soul Stones. When I read of the Soul Keepers, I assume banished meant that there was no coming back for that creature that was banished a long time ago. I came to this timeline hoping to find champions to push over the resistance forward. Instead, I have been a fool and may have bolstered the return of another evil, one that I'm certain if the agency learns about will attempt to capture and enslave it for their own purpose. Darn. I mean, I guess to be fair, with him saying that, I guess take back what I said earlier, because, like, no matter what timeline they would have gone in, I think the technology would have been just too much for even the original keepers, you know? Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Xeris. So what do we do about Xeris and the Shadow Council? If you came here trying to recruit the Soul Keepers but now have both of the Agency and the Shadow Council on your tail, do you have a plan? I've learned some important information about Xeris objectives. There are watchers for each of the Soul Stones. Without the respective watcher, he can't tap into the power of the Soul Stone. Given that I had displaced a watcher, sorry. I think that means that so long as I stay hidden, Xeris can't tap into the power of the Quartz Soulstone. So long as he doesn't find me, he will never be able to release his master, the Fallen One. Which that tells me he's gonna find him at some given point and get him. Fun. That's Pierre's Soulstone. Xeris and his Shadow Council stole the Quartz Soulstone from him. What? I didn't realize the Watchers and the Shadow Council had a Soulstone in their possession and the Quartz one of all things too. This just means he needs me to unleash the power of the Soulstone and unleash the latent power within the Soulstone. Wait. I thought he needed all of the Soulstones. But hold on. Wait, I'm confused. Did I read that wrong? I don't think I read that wrong. How many Soul Keepers? I thought it was like 7 or 10. Might be wrong. You have the bug dude. I honestly forgot his name, but the shaman. Pure, Sienna, Aki. I guess Israel is also a Soul Keeper, so that's 5 that we know about. I thought there was more than 5 though. Maybe I'm forgetting a few guys, but I thought there was more than that. Or am I going crazy? I think I might be. But if I remember correctly, no, because Xeris stole the Soulstone with the Thunderous with the bug dude. That was in the forest. But Shaman went to talk to him. Does he have the stone for Shaman or was it for Thunderous? I might have to rewatch a few of these episodes because I think I'm mixing a few things up. Let me just keep going. But if I remember, like, if I'm for certain, I believe, doesn't the agency currently have a Soulstone or at least 2 of them or something? I don't remember if they do or don't. I know they have a Soul Keeper, but do you just need the stones and then you're just good to go? You don't even need the Soul Keepers? I guess that does make sense. I don't see why you need the Soul Keepers as well. Maybe the agency only has like Soul Keepers, but not necessarily the Soul Stones itself. That's probably it. Maybe I'm mixing up stuff. I know I am. Let's just continue on. Alright, anyways, what of the What of his soul-bound Pokemon Terrakion? Where is he in all of this? After the Soulstone was stolen from Pure, Terrakion confronted both of Pure and I. He said he would recover the Soulstone himself. What? You never told me that part, Alon. Can you really blame me? Back when I thought you were all devoted soldiers to the agency, I had to withhold some information. I was uncomfortable with some of Spencer's directives from the very start. I guess that's pretty fair, yeah. Okay, I suppose that's, well, yeah, she just says it. It is pretty fair. That is a fair counterpoint, especially in light of some of the things that Israel has told us. Well, this certainly complicate things then. I was able to keep a low profile until now, but thankfully I am no stranger to... Wait, dumb question. Wait, why? I just realized something. Why are we forgetting the elephant in the room? Kara. She's still under the mind link, right? So like literally the agency could just be watching this conversation now and now knows where Israel is. Right? Because somebody brought up in the comment section that a while back Shaman kind of destroyed that the agency can watch us, but why can't they just still watch her if she's still under control? And why has nobody realized this? Maybe I'm being dumb again, but I kind of just realized that now. I don't see why they wouldn't be watching this. Like, why not? I don't know, maybe I'm being dumb. Profile until now, but thankfully I'm no stranger to being on the run because I was persecuted for years by the Republic and their agency's hounds. Location of the Soul Keepers. You said you knew the location of the other Soul Keepers, for some of them at least. Sears City is the next destination, Alon. Sears City, or Cyrus, however you want to say it, sorry. Milan, Sienna is on her way there and with Pier 2. Who is Sienna? Another Soul Keeper. For God's sake, Alon, how many Soul Keepers have you met and not told us about? See, that's what I'm saying, like, you do realize you're giving this information to somebody that still feels devoted to the agency and still under, you know, their control. Like, why are we saying this in front of her? Maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I am. I don't know. Wait, right, you were keeping secrets from us and the agency. Got it. Never mind. Well, I mean, at least she knows now. But the question is she gonna like turn on us or is she gonna join us? But like whether or not she joins or not is kind of irrelevant because she's still under control. And they're probably still watching this, so all of that is irrelevant, I think. Okay, I need to stop trying to be big brained when I'm being small brained right now. My children, you must not fight between yourselves. The important thing you need to know is that Christina, the mayor of Sears City, is the guardian of the Argent Soulstone. Okay. Alright, next steps. What are our next steps? Sorry. We must find other Soul Keepers. The mayor of Sears City, Christina, is the next target. It is best that we stay apart, though. We cannot let either the agency or Xerus and his lackeys get us all. So we will need to divide and conquer. There are 4 remaining soul stones to be accounted for. Alon, you piss. Alon can choose to pair up with one of us. No, while I agree we should split up to each find a soul keeper, I think we should travel in pairs for protection. But if they find us, they will be so much better off. They will have got 2 birds with 1 stone, sorry. Only if we're stupid in the way we pair up. Aki and I and myself can pair up. From the agency's perspective, they think I've been tracking down a watcher. If I report back that I was wrong about finding a watcher, they will focus their attention elsewhere. I have the security clearance that they trust me at my word. If we run into Xerus, I can protect Aki. I don't know if I buy that. Because, like, even though she has the clearance that, like, we trust you, I still feel like the agency is still going to watch her actions. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. Likewise, Ray can escort you, Israel, as long. As far as I know, Xerus and the Shadow Council are not aware of the agency, so would not think anything was out of the ordinary if they found the both of you together. Ray could protect Israel from Xerus if it came down to it. Then again, you know, Israel's pretty strong on his own. Like, keep that in mind. So, I mean, I get the point of pairing up. Like, that's fine, but like, he can hold his own too. Hold on, those soul keepers can't be together in the same room though. If they are, we set off a huge beacon that will definitely attract the attention of all the watchers and Shadow Council within a 10-mile radius. But Ray isn't a soul keeper, so why is it bad to pair up Israel and Ray? Why is that bad? Or I must be missing a few things. Oof. Sorry for the pause there. Anyways, I can come with you to help. No, I think I had that right, sorry. I can come with you to help in finding the other soul keepers, Kara, but I can't confront them with you. If I do, I empower our enemy and could endanger you. That's a risk I'm willing to take though. Time is of the essence, and while this approach slows our progress, it gives us time to figure out a plan on what to do when we unify all of the soul keepers. It's not ideal, but there's going to be trade-offs in this. We could be more efficient if we search together and have the backs of one another. Based on what Aki has said, we can only bring them all together when we have a plan detailed out. Anyway, otherwise we jeopardize all of our safety. I agree with your plan, my child. Alan, you are strong enough to hold your own, however you will need all of the help you can get to fend off your enemies in your travels. This is a gift that I had given to all of the disciples of the Argent Revolution. I think that's how you pronounce that. Man, we finally got it. Even though we don't have a stone. Actually, no, do we have the Swamperdite? I think we do. Do we? I don't remember. Now, with that mega ring in your possession, if you have that ring, or piss, if you have the right stone, you can now mega evolve your Pokemon. I also need to get Spencer off Alon and raise tail to avoid arousing suspicion. I'm authorized to grant the both of you clearance level 4. If you have that now, it demonstrates to the agency that they can trust you more. The level cap, level 80? Piss, I'm gonna be doing some training soon, which now gives me more of a reason to go back and do some of those side quests to get money because of the Blissey trainers. If any of the bureaucrats challenge me on granting you that clearance level, I can say that you and Ray earned it for helping me on my mission about trying to track down the Watcher, which ultimately did not pan out, but it shows dedication to the mission. A good plan, Kara. I will eventually need to report back to Spencer to avoid arousing suspicion anyways. Well, everyone, it seems we have our missions. Let's get moving then. Oh, that's it? For now, we have a mission. We have to find the other soul keepers. I'll need to report back to Spencer to avoid arousing any suspicion on that part. On the part of the agency though, because of that level of trust though, I'm also under the magnifying glass with him far more than I would like. So if I'm going to Sears Town, where are you and Aki gonna go? With my elevated level of security clearance, I have access to some of the agency's satellites. I can track down where the next infrared signature is coming from and go there with Aki. Can I have access or that security clearance? No, don't be stupid, Alon. I just gave you a clearance level 4. I'm already going to have to draft a bunch of paperwork to justify giving a field agent the elevated clearance level when I'm telling you then the mission was a failure. One thing is for sure, the agency are full of bureaucrats. We need to be covert about this. If you suddenly go from having level 3 to level 6 like myself, people are going to start asking questions, and we can't risk attracting the attention of the upper brass in the agency. For the time being, the agency will piss. The agency still believes we are on their side. We can't let them think otherwise. If you want, I could teleport you back to the treetop village and save you the trip. It's your choice if you want to slog it back across the jungle. We need to get moving, so if you choose to leave by yourself, we're going on our way too. So what do you think about this plan, Aki? I won the lottery, Alon. Kara is going to be escorting me. What better way to travel in the world with a beautiful lady by my side. Aki winks slyly at Kara. God, piss. Alright. What did you want to do? No, we're done, No, piss. I didn't mean to do this. Give me a second. Alright, so let's do this then. So let's have her teleport us here. And where the hell are we going? Are we going to Sears Town then, I assume? Where's... Piss, that's pretty fast. Where's it at? Here it is. So... I need to backtrack through the water here. And I guess we can go... this way. How much money do we have? Not encounters. It's gonna take quite a bit to level up, or at least quite a bit of money. There are gonna be some trainers, I assume. I'm already good on supplies if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to probably to save time, because this is gonna take some time. I'm just going to meet you all in whatever this town is here. Yeah, Windvale. I'll meet you guys there in a second, so yeah, give me a moment. Alright, so we're over here at Windvale City now. Whoops, wrong thing. So I guess go here and up then. And then we'll be at Windvale. Or, not Windvale, whatever the place is called, I forgot. Sears City, that's it, or Cyrus, however you want to pronounce it. Let's go this way, I think. I don't even remember. I guess this way, yeah. Route 7. And let's head on out. Oof. I don't think this is gonna be good. Ah, Lon, what wonderful timing. Lieutenants, hold Alon down so I may do the honors, please. Yeah, this couldn't be good. I didn't think this was gonna be good. What the hell? Spencer injects you with a serum. So, how do you feel? Like you're a blank that just injected me with something that I don't know what the effects is, nor one that I consented to. So, still sassy. That's positive. No immediately visible behavior changes noted. Research service will be pleased with the outcome. Did you just inject me with an experimental serum? You must pardon the aggressive recourse. We were made aware of certain reports of certain non-conformance amongst some agents that were recently warped. You, Ray, and Cameron have all received this injection now, and all three of you have been registering similar reactions, something like that, sorry. So they didn't consent to the injection either then. Your consent is not an essential prerequisite in this matter. We need to maintain the security of the agency and its correspondents at all times. Incidentally, this is troubling because this doesn't seem to be achieving the intended effect of restoring the memory loss that we had observed since your warping. It is certainly concerning that your memory loss has persisted this long. Lieutenants, we will need to document in our field notes that the memory loss has still not been restored, so this injection has not achieved the intended effect and must be a consequence from administrating the sanitization protocol. Research services will need to keep working on a resolution, and we will have to try again later. So I should be expecting you to randomly surprise me once again and inject me with some other serum when you get it working then. Yes. Fantastic. Can't wait. That was sarcasm, by the way. Anyhow, I suppose congratulations are in order on you receiving clearance level 4. Agent Kara brought me up to speed on the developments in the Umbaru jungle. Such a shame that it didn't pan out the way we wanted. Yeah, so anyway, did you have a mission to give me, or did you just want to inject me with an untested serum for kicks? Stop dwelling in the past, Alon. Dude, I want to say this real quick. I really hope in the future we can just battle Spencer and just beat the crap out of him in a battle, bro. I don't know why. Since the very beginning, I've really disliked Spencer, like really badly. I am not a fan of his character, which of course, I mean, I guess from like a villain standpoint, I guess he's like okay, but like I don't know, like he's just one of those guys that like annoy the hell out of me. Well, not really annoy the hell, but like, what's the right word? You know, let's just stick with I dislike him. Let's just go with that. And I don't like what he's up to. Stop dwelling in the past, Alon. Your blank begins to annoy me. I mean, you injected us with a serum that we didn't really consent to. I mean, yeah, I would be kind of pissed off. I mean, wouldn't you? If you were in that boat, I guess. Doesn't matter. Anyway, with your advanced level of clearance, Alon, I have something to give you. It's a new Pokegear app that you get with clearance level 4. You obtain mini Mudstale app. What is that for, strength? Yeah, okay. That app will let you push boulders or other obstacles that stand in your way. Now that is all I have for you, Agent Alon. I will take my leave of you for now. Stay vigilant. Hail Epoch. I don't know, like, I feel like if some random dude that controls your mind is like, we're just gonna inject stuff into you without your consent, and if you start whining, you'll annoy me. Like, I feel like you would... no, I worded that weird. Like, you do all this stuff, we get mad, and then it's like, oh, it happened 5 minutes ago. Why are you still mad about it? It doesn't matter. I mean, to be fair, what's done is done, but it's like, I feel like I'd still be pretty upset about it. I don't know, I'm being dumb. Alright, so let's crunch you. Okay, you're out. I guess I could just crunch again, don't matter. Hopefully the other Blissey trainers are like a higher level in the other town. That's what I'm hoping for. I know I'm probably going to come back to this route and battle these trainers to get money and all that, but I kind of want to end the video off going into the next town. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Okay, so where am I on the Pokegear? Oh, we're like almost there, right? I think. Are we gonna get another flashback? Yeah, here it is. Alright, I feel another flashback coming along. Also, back with the whole vaccine thing that we got injected in us. Not vaccine thing, I'm thinking of COVID, I'm sorry. But with the whole injection that happened with us, I mean, I guess you could call it a vaccine, or... No, can you? I don't know anymore. But the thing he injected in us, I feel like long term that's gonna probably affect us somehow, or maybe not necessarily this one, but future injections that we get from him. I feel like something probably bad will happen to us, maybe, not for certain, but anyways, Director Vaughn, I'm just gonna say Vaughn, did you call for me? I did. Oh, so this is the first time we see Cameron, I think, with us. Or did we see him before? I don't remember. I did. Thank you for coming so quickly, Alon. I have an important task that I can entrust to you alone. Sorry, I read that wrong. I am honored you selected me, Director, but may I ask why me? Don't let it get to your head, Alon. It's merely because Kara and Ray are already otherwise preoccupied with quelling an uprising. I think I read that wrong as well. I sent them to the beta Omicron sector. Huh. I think this is the first time we heard about that. Following your successful sanitization protocol, they revealed to me that some of your former comrades from the Argent Revolution have amassed a fairly large base there. They've been sent with a group of our elite agents to quash the rebel camp. It will deal a severe blow to the rebel uprising. Their recent attack on our facility caught us by surprise, so we need to return in kind. Director, let's not forget it was Kara, Ray, and Alon that dealt the damage to the Republicans' efforts to begin with. Be that as it may, Agent Cameron, we were able to successfully capture 3 of the rebel leaders and set them straight using the sanitization protocol. While our work on the Mindling protocol had been damaged substantially, the sanitization protocol seems to still work to perfection, as evidenced by Alon's supervision, or whatever it said, sorry. I don't think that said supervision. Anyways, the rebels' morale will be deeply damaged following the loss of some of their best lieutenants, hence why I sent Ray and Carr to finish the job at the Beta Omicron. No, I had that right. And prove the protocol still worked. In any case, Alon, you should be aware that I have special plans for you. Special plans? He was a rebel though. How can you give him such privileged assignments? Wait, so... I'm thinking. So this must be after we got captured and made into an agent for them? So maybe this is before we got moved into a new body? Like what happened at the very beginning? Maybe? I feel like I'm mixing a few things. Has my contribution to the agency been completely overlooked? Cameron, be at ease. I have special plans for you and our organization. All will be made clear, but you must continue to trust that I have best interests at heart. Yeah, Cameron, there's a plan. I don't have to sit here and listen to this bullcrap. Screw you and screw him. I will let him go for now. He will see the reason behind my actions and return to the fold eventually. Now, regarding the special mission I have in mind for you, I will be sending you as some of our early annotates through a program that warps you back to the 21st century. 21st century, what do you want in the 21st century? Agent Roberts and Agent Spencer will fully brief you when we successfully warp your subconsciousness to that timeline. However, I will tell you that we are looking to retrieve a weapon that will help us assert control and supervise. That doesn't say supervise, and suppress all future dissidents from attempting a counter-offense. Darn it, the flashbacks are back again. That time it didn't hurt like the last few times. It looks like Cameron wasn't one of us. I guess Ray wasn't right about him after all. Or maybe he was, but we just don't know. Piss. Oh, darn it. Alright. Piss. Sorry, had to go do something. Welcome to Sears City, or Cyrus, however you want to word it. Doesn't it remind you of home? This place looks dreary as hell, however you pronounce that. Is that actual pollution I can see in the air? Yes, pollution, the price of progress. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they figured out how to solve the climate crisis in this timeline. Well, whatever, we're just visiting anyways. It's been a long time since I saw you last. Let's have a Pokemon battle. Alright, pull up, bro. Alakazam, Haxorus, I honestly can crunch, and I'm fine. It should Oko. I wonder why he went for a special defense thing. Weird. Outrage. I love a hit. But that's the thing, why Signal Beam? Like, why not just like Dragon Pulse or something? Maybe he doesn't have it? I don't see why he wouldn't. Not sure why. Not really sure. Let's go into Olympia. Just Earthquake. It should Oko. Okay. Torterra. Let's go into Candy. A good Tail Glow, but I'm just gonna Air Slash. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess we got flinched. I guess. But bro, that thing is pretty cool. Look at it. Huh. I need to get some of the more... I need to look up something about the stones and all that to kind of like find them, you know? I need to eventually. I guess I can... I guess I could Psychic? That does nothing. Okay, so it seems this thing is pretty bulky. Okay. Which means you'll probably live a Shadow Bone. That might have taken it out, maybe. I don't know. Let's go for it again. The fence fell. It's going to you. I don't think it outspeeds me. Hiss. That's a little bit annoying. It does outspeed. Hiss. I didn't think it would. Okay, sorry for the pause there. I mean, I do have a few revives I guess I can use. Okay, I'm out. Starmie should outspeed, but I don't know if he has any other healing items. Or sorry, not Starmie, Pluto. Shadow Sneak, take it out. What else do you still have? Exidrill. I guess revive, no, sorry. What did I do? Wait. I don't know what I did, sorry. I guess Olympia is honestly the best one. Live one. Okay. Could Ultra Potion, but I'm gonna save it. Just use a Lemonade. Okay, go into Olympia. Just Earthquake. Okay. I knew I would win. Anyway, Cameron, I have a question to ask you. Sorry. Shoot. Can you tell me who we were back home, that is, in our own timeline? You know, before your consciousness got warped here. Memory loss still acting up. Yeah, I ran into Spencer earlier and he went and injected me with some sort of compliance serum. It didn't have any effect. You too, huh? I did not mean to skip that, sorry. Alright, anyways, well, about your question, I was a rising star in the agency and got sent to this timeline to accompany you and Ray. I was told I had to babysit you two to make sure you didn't move out of line. Wait, do you have clearance level 4? Yes. Okay, good. I thought I had to let the cat out of the bag. What do you mean babysit Ray and I? Man, I didn't even want to do it, but they didn't fully trust you guys because you two were rebels and were like re-socialized or some crap like that. The entire assignment was beneath me anyways. I'm doing my own thing here. The benefit of being warped to this timeline is that I don't have the Republican Big Brother monitoring my every step back home. They're like an overbearing mother. Good grief, I had enough. I wanted some freedom, and coming to this timeline meant I could actually do stuff without having to approve from the agency for everything I do. Yeah, I remember that part. They seem to have a certain trust issue. Tell me about it. Keep this between us, but if I can stay in this timeline, I'd be good with that. The agency are full of a bunch of cronies? The hell is a crony? Cronies anyway? There was no moving up in that organization for me. Hold up, what the hell's a crony? A close friend or companion. Huh. Oof. Sorry for the pause there. The next step for me was to start doing my more political bullcrap. Like, some of the things that the Republicans were doing were kind of dark. Even by my standard, I was already part of the elite ruling class, so it didn't bother me. And as long as I kept getting paid, then who cares, right? I realized I wouldn't have been able to deal with that. I much prefer field work and a free spirit, you know. Anyway, I've said enough. What are you doing in Sears, or Cyrus? I'm here to see the mayor. Alright, good luck with that. You'll probably find her in the city hall later. I kind of read that quick, sorry. Alright, so... Oh, I thought my game like crashed or something. Alright, I guess we'll end it off here. Sorry for not too much going on, just a lot of reading in general, but as somebody mentioned to me beforehand, there's going to be a lot more reading from now on, so yeah. What the piss does this even mean? Perfume? I guess I got it right. How many dumpster... God piss, I don't know. $21. I don't know. Alright, I'll do this on my own time because I don't know. I'm gonna assume they're up here. What do you do? You're new. Oh, Pokemon breeder. I don't really care about breeding right now. Probably not for this game. I started getting into breeding a little bit more with like rejuvenation, but I'm not gonna care to breed in this game. So those guys are still there. I'm gonna have to go back on Route 107 to battle some of the people there. There may be a few trainers here, so I might do a few battles in this city. And actually looks kind of similar to Rejuve. Now that I walk up to this building, it's very, very similar. But I already knew that because the beginning of the game it kind of explains that, which I don't really mind. It's all good. And if the other creators had an issue with this, I'm sure something would have been said between them anyway, so I don't think it really matters. Alright, so anyways, I went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's all good. I'm gonna head out now because I actually have a few internet friends that are wanting to try out and get into Pokemon Rejuvenation, so I'm gonna be on a call with them, playing with them on Rejuve again, so yeah. Anyways, hopefully in the future I'll start uploading a little bit more. I don't remember if I brought this up at the beginning, but on one of the Rejuvenation videos, not one of the pre-recorded ones, but whenever you see it, you'll see it. I might have some small announcement stuff with channel future stuff, so yeah, just a heads up on that as well. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, love you all, and I will see you all in the next episode. Good morning.